Once again, I am Wendy Stuber, Chairman of the District 4 Trustees, and our group nominated the North Dakota Stockmen's Association. Andrew Johnston organized the first meeting of the North Dakota Stockmen's Association. John Leakey served as the association's first president, along with Arthur A.N. Jeffries, Angus Kennedy, Frank Keogh, Earl Henderson, were some of the first members of the North Dakota Stockmen's Association. Brooks Keogh, Jack Dahl, Roger Stuber served as president of the NDSA, but also went on to serve as president of the National Cattlemen's Association. Jim Conley, Melvin Leland, Alec DeVernac, Pat Efforts, Jim Murdoch, Stanley Pope were NDSA members and/or served on the board. Why do I bring these individuals' names to your attention? These are a few of the notable Stockmen's Association members who are also inducted into the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame. North Dakota Stockmen's Association was organized 90 years ago to help deal with cattle wrestling. And they continue to protect our Western way of life, just as the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame works to preserve the past Western culture and promote the future Western way of life. Many of us, the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame members and trustees, are members of both of these organizations. I believe these two organizations can form a great working relationship together, and together we can accomplish so much more to protect our Western way of life and heritage. And now I'd like to introduce Gene Harris, past president of the North Dakota Stockmen's Association.
Thank you. I'm Gene Harris from Killdeer District 2. And today when we're talking about all these old stories, and I was president 2002, which isn't significant, but what I thought about is when we gathered at the Comfort Inn in the morning to go to the legislature to seek $100,000 to start that building in Medora. And there's a tie between the Stockmen's Association and the Cowboy Hall of Fame that goes back a long ways. But the members that started on June 6th in 1929, there was 22 ranches. By December of that year, there was 56. We all know what happened in October of 1929. But there was never a time there was fewer members. And there was $5 dues. And that's a lot of money. But when you paid that $5 dues, you also signed up to pay or be part of the $1,000 reward for cattle protection through brand inspection. So they prorated that out. So if you send your $5, you also committed another $1,000 if they needed it to bring rustlers to justice. And it's amazing when you look at the membership list and how it has gone from that point. And then in the 1940s during the war, they lowered the dues to $3. And we got down to 76 members at that time. But at the end of the war, they raised the dues to $5, and the membership went to 1,394 members. And it's never really gone down since then. There's so many things that the association does, and a special achievement is I think it serves in that purpose every day. And today, we could talk about a lot of things that would bore you all to tears, and actually my grandson's over there waiting for me to get the dummy open. But today, the association works off a mission statement that's uniting, protecting, promoting, educating, and serving the state's beef industry. We unite under one brand, the North Dakota Stockmen's Association. They protect our interest through brand inspection, but they also protect it through working on the legislative issues, so many things that are part of trying to hamper us in business. They promote our business, but we educate the youth through the North Dakota Stockmen's Foundation that was established 10 years ago. And we give scholarships every year to many deserving individuals. And they serve the industry. I think they've served the industry every day in their 91 years. I think they're deserving of their place in the North Dakota Cowboy Hall of Fame. And I'd appreciate your support for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Gene. I've been a brand inspector for that association for 55 years, and they treat you right. And this association, if you're not a member, please join. They're here to help you, and everyone that works there is on your side. Their chief brand inspector is a fellow by the name of Bruce Northrup, and if you have any problems, you call and you talk to Bruce Northrup. He'll help you out. Gene will help you out. I would certainly urge you to put this association in the Cowboy Hall of Fame. Thank you.